Hello and welcome back to Backbone, and what could be the last episode, I don't know, but we're gonna find out together. Let's examine what's in this room here. I can't see any way to get it open. Alright. The bed. This is where I woke up, unfortunately. Alright, well, at least it's not a bucket. Yeah, it's good. A locked door. Can't see anything through the keyhole. Ooh, what does that say? Cage wall? Where am I? What's this fucking... Oh, fuck, it's Clarissa. You're awake. Your turn to make the tea. Ha! All this technology here, and no kettle. My apologies. Why did you hunt me down? Well, you didn't leave me much choice, I'm afraid. What is this thing inside of me? It's a symbiotic organism that splices its own genetic code with a host and rapidly expresses the new code. And now, in my hands, it's safe. Your hands aren't safe. They're dripping with the blood of innocence. No one I've dealt with has been truly innocent. But yes, I've had to take some extreme measures in my family. It's expected. You could have broken the cycle. Darling, things don't change by breaking them. You have to steer them in other directions. I'm sick of these delusional metaphors. You're not ready to see the world through my eyes. And my only concern right now is the artifact inside you. You want the power to change people's bodies. What I want is to prove that what you're born as doesn't matter, that bodies can change, and it's actions that earn power. You have to stop sacrificing people for it. The artifact changes everything, Howard. Not that I need your forgiveness, but trust me, I'm not like the apes. You don't have to do it alone. Let me... Oh, no. All right, fine. You don't have to do it alone. Let me help. I had better get going, Howard. I'm genuinely sorry it worked out this way. Fuck you, Clarissa. You didn't explain shit. I think I hear someone just outside. Doesn't smell like Clarissa. All right, let's listen in. It's nothing personal, but I'm not supposed to talk to you. Are you a doctor? To put it simply, no. I'm a scientist. At least tell me why I'm here. So we can run some tests on you. That's all I know. So Clarissa doesn't trust you, huh? She does. I just didn't ask. Not everything is my business, but I'm sorry you're in this situation. Why do you care? I'm guessing you had no idea what the artifact was? You're just unlucky. None of this is personal. It's personal to me. I best get back to my preparations. Wait. Now what? Oh! It's an empty shelf or a small table. Not exactly useful. What the fuck? What's that smell? Shit, I think it's coming from the wall. Uh-oh, are they trying to gas me? No! Alright, I know that Bunny is, like, testing me and whatnot, but they look super dope in that suit. Pen? She must have dropped this. It's mine now. Oh, okay. Somebody's about to get shanked in the eye. Belle. Oh, Belle. Abajoosh. Oh, you're awake already? I'm not doing any accents for the other people. Seems like the anesthetic is not very effective on you. I'll use some more next time. Why? What's that you're saying? More painkillers? I can't. We need to start another test. I'm really sorry. This will change you too. Oh, okay. Wow, you know, that tumor is really not helpful. I mean, the artifact killed the one person I didn't want it to. Ah, back to the artifact. The transformation became undone, and everything reverts back to discomfort and uncertainty, the true state of all things. Things that happened around us. We bursted into this new identity, and we have to bear the brunt of losing it. Maybe we pushed too hard and damaged the shell that kept everything together. That gave us a definition. We are together. We are all becoming. There is no longer movement, just stillness of passing through time, waiting for the end, for the borders to shift, for the start of a new purpose. There will be none. We demand a purpose. We keep reaching into the past, our limbs sliding through the centuries of slimy gunk, feeling for bits of trauma and events that could somehow elaborate on our anguish. No, there are answers somewhere. Nothing stays the same. No one knows anything. We become. All right, I'm back in here. What? What is this? Howard, Beyond Walls by Pizza Shafitz. Thanks, Belle. Open the cover, open the book to the middle, read the back of the... Well, let's just read the blurb, but then let's open it to see if she gave me anything. What are walls? The ones that... Oh, I got an achievement. You learned about all the books in the game. Oh, shit. Okay, well, Wasn't meaning to. What are walls? The ones that surround us physically and emotionally. And how do we break free? Physical and award-winning writer Schaffitz makes a blisteringly innovative investigation into the true nature of happiness. Open the cover. There's a handwritten note on the first page. Read it. To Belle, hope this little book helps light a spark when you're in the deepest dark. Open the book to the middle. Ah, a page fell out. Take a look. It's just come unglued. That's the problem with mass market paperbacks. Pocket it. I'll hang on to it just in case. Not the kind of escapism I had in mind, but it's better than nothing. Why did she give me the book? It's not like I was like, can you at least give me something to do? Inspect yourself before you wreck yourself. Yeah, let's do that before I listen in more. This bandage is really pinching. Inspect it. The front of the bandage is speckled with dry blood, some of it unnaturally dark and almost black. It's tight and pinching the skin beneath painfully. You know what? Remove it. That feels better. What are they doing to me while I'm unconscious? What are they hoping to find? Carefully inspect chest. I'm not bleeding. Looks like I'm fine underneath. Wonder why she bothered putting it on me. Feel the tumors. I don't know if I can bear to touch it with my hands. Sometimes I can feel it shifting. Touch it. The overwhelming feeling is of something warm and living. There are hard ridges and softer pulsating... Never mind. Let's put the bandage in my pocket, and we'll go and listen in. Good morning, how are you feeling? What are the test results saying? Apparently I'm not doing his voice now either. I haven't yet had time to do any analysis, and I'm sorry, but there will be more. This is hard for you too, isn't it? Yes, the data is totally out of... Oh, you mean emotionally? Of course I fucking meant that. You're not on your own, I'm here. That's not... You shouldn't be trying to... I mean, I'm fine, but thanks. Unexpected reaction? We all have our weights to bear. Yes. As to yours, how does it feel? I'm getting used to it, but I can't think straight. See, I have to befriend her, you know, because she might be my only way of getting out of here. Interesting. We should really have a psychologist or a neurologist here to study you at the same time. I need to feel a breeze on my face, please. I'll open a window so you can have some fresh air. Fresh air, that's really going to help. Oh my god, is it my goosey friend, Goosey Goose? Hi, my Goosey Goose. You got something for me? A note? Howard, if this reaches you, I am where I found you on your ass at 9 every night. I showed the geezer your photo, told him check the unusual places, okay? I'm sorry I didn't come back that day. I was being followed. I worried about you. I've asked around, but you're holding out on me. What do you mean I'm holding out on you? Hope we can have tea together again soon. Can you take her back my reply? I have a blank page. Honk. Here's the thing. Clarissa already knows that I know everything. Whatever, that's gone. I can't even pretend like I'm not in the loop. I don't know if they know about Renee yet. And I feel like if I send a note to Renee that, you know, says like blah, 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 that's going to put Renee in danger. So I think I might just say I don't have long left. So she at least knows that she needs to worry about my ass. I don't have long left. I found Eddie and an unknown organism. Oh, it's too dangerous. Be safe. That's all I've got. Oh, yeah. All right. I don't know. I might be overthinking it or underthinking it. I'm not sure. But go ahead, geese. I'm sorry I accused you of being diseased, but, you know, the papers did mention that you were spreading filth, so... Oh, got a feather. Howard, please eat. Keep your strength up. All right, what is it? Soup. I hate soup. There's a piece of bread and some butter in packets too. Oh man, but I love those butter packets. They're quite nice. Let's just try the soup. I mean, it's like if they wanted to drug me or something, they could. They could just knock me out with gas again. It's thick, bland, and somehow grainy. Uh-oh. Smear the butter on the bread? This butter looks older than the bread, but I need the fat for energy, probably. I mean, listen, you guys are rich. You couldn't give me something good? Hello? Yes? Please tell me about who you really are. I suppose I owe you that much. I'm a scientist, but there aren't many scientists like me. What does that mean? Don't be naive. Rodents do not become scientists. I thought you were a rabbit. What are you? It's not illegal, but it may as well be. So Clarissa lets you do what you love? Exactly. I get to live out my calling and maybe eventually prove my kind is capable of just as much as the others. So it's all worth it? Yes, it is. The chance to practice my craft, to illuminate the darkness, is what I've always wanted. And for others like me to get the chance one day. Clarissa kills people and sells their flesh to the apes. Did you know that? What are you talking about? Why would she do that? You're a scientist. You can work it out. Well, no, that's not really something that a scientist would be able to, like, parse out, you know, like from the information you gave. For her own gain, for power. Even if that's true, and it's that simple, I'm sure she has a good reason for it. Can you hear yourself right now? Yes, but I remember what my life was like before her. I felt like I was a slave to society. Oh, snap. I kind of like this line. Not gonna lie. Let me look at the other ones I actually understand. I want to be like empathetic so that she'll trust me, but I really like this line. All you did was get a prettier master. Easy to say for someone who's never had a master at all. Touché. Your name is Belle? Yes, how did you know? The game's UI told me, but also I found an inscription in brick, which for some reason I couldn't read that sentence at all. I'd forgotten it was there, but yes, it's no real secret. Am I going to have time to finish it? Honestly, I don't know. You're exhibiting a confusing range of symptoms. I'd have preferred a key or more painkillers. I know it's not much, but maybe you'll find something in the book you can use. I need to rest. As you wish. Maybe I can find something in the book. Oh, come on. I was gonna look. Oh, never mind. I didn't like that. That was very intimate, Belle. Into the centrifuge. Into the centrifuge. Yes, Miss Bloodworth? The artifact is responding to tests, yes. Of course, I'll be very careful. Okay. Artifact. It was all for nothing. The act of existing is enough. There is only change. What have we been? One with the past incarnation of self. One with the visions of future never lived. One with the myriad of identities we've chosen, and those that were chosen for us. We are one. I need to get out today. I refuse to die here. Yeah, you and me both, man. It's stained and stiff with blood. My blood, that's gross. Yeah, you want to wash up a little bit? It's a dirty toilet with a sink on top of it. Okay, well, use the sink, soak it in water. Maybe this will help. Now what should I do with it? I don't know. I don't know yet. Can you cover the vent? Come on, I know you're there. Howard, how are you feeling? At peace. Maybe you've gone into shock. In any case, please get ready for the next round of tests. We'll start soon. We don't blame you for this. Thank you, Howard. I wasn't asking for forgiveness, but I'd be lying if I said I wasn't relieved to hear that. We are ready. Please try and eat. This is important. Well, okay. Yum. Looks like a small chunk of overcooked fish with undercooked rice. So, even the fish, right. Let's see. Ponder the food. Things go in us. Are we what we contain? At least it's not soup. You know what? Eat it. The fish feels like wet toilet paper, and the rice is kind of crunchy. You try to focus on absorbing the nutrients and forgetting the taste. Just force it down. Ah! Investigate mouth. Oh, there's a serious fish bone here. That could have killed me. I don't know, because is it going to be a thing where it's like, oh, you think you're better than us because we eat flesh, but you ate fish. So you know what? Abandon the food. Why not? Whatever happens, I need to make sure the gas doesn't knock me out. Yeah, put the wet thing up there. My weapon of choice. What? Oh, yeah, it's the vent right there. The gas will start leaking at any moment. Yeah, try putting it in the vent. That will block some of the gas from coming in. Yeah, you know what? Let's do it. I feel good. That's working nicely. Gotta think fast. Bella's expecting me to be unconscious. I can pretend to be... Okay, yeah, pretend. Pretend. Risky, but it get the door open and get her close to me. Okay, yeah, let's do it. Okay, she has to come in to get me. I'll wait. All right. Grab her ass. Belle, stop. How are you conscious? Did the artifact somehow... We didn't want to die. I know you must hate me, but please don't hurt me. We have to go. You don't have much time left. I think you should know that. Tell Mom that we loved her. I'm not going to say anything about Renee, because I still don't know if they know anything about her. Okay, you'll need these keys to get out of here. Do I want to see the test results? Sure, why not? It won't help. It's mostly raw data, and they need analyzing, comparing. We need to see them. The files are on the computer over there, Howard. I'm so sorry. Okay. All right, I'm fine. Blackboard. I don't understand any of this shit. I should smash this all up, but I'm so tired. Oh, there you are. Oh my god. Like in that other episode, it's time for me to get up and get right to the screen. Just smash my face right into it. First suite of tests aim to work towards an understanding of patient's physiological state through pain threshold and response. Initial tests concluded patient has a far higher, broader pain tolerance than average subjects, along with a massive spike in aggression hormones. Full data range below. This set of tests aim to establish a basic framework for understanding the artifact's effect on healing factors and motor control. Our initial conclusion is that, in this subject at least, the artifact has rapidly begun breaking down certain neural pathways while strengthening certain parasympathetic nervous systems. Okay. Aims of the third test suite will be to isolate RNA and DNA functions and relationship. If patient does not survive, we will perform autopsy and attempt to recontain the artifact for further study. Are you me? Are we us? Are you, I am, who I am. Brain dump. Look into extant data on psychological trauma linked to neuropathy, correlation, thesis, psychosomatic impact on artifact. Also study effect of immune response to common viruses of those exposed to extra wall environment compared to the intra-wall. City has immunosuppressant effect. Why? Shut up, you artifact, and also Howard. I'm reading. Tests continue. There are not many of us left. Time is running out, but hope perseveres. I persevere. We cannot let the line end here. Change is preferable to annihilation. We are all our genes. Our genes are all we are. We are. Okay? It was bizarre seeing the growth today. It sits on the subject's shoulders like a hoodie or something. Today's test proved that his pain tolerance is well above average, and I believe it. He's been walking around with that thing on him for days, and he still hasn't dropped. It's a shame we couldn't track the effect it's had on him from the start, and sometimes I wonder how much of that tolerance is him, and how much is the artifact. It's all Howard, baby. He's a strong, independent raccoon. Subject seems to be suffering nightmares. He groans, twists, and turns, even whispers to himself in his sleep. I guess if he is sleeping at all, like he's having an imaginary argument with himself. He might not have much time left. Even if I were to let him out now, he wouldn't last long. In a way, he's better off here. Of course, he doesn't see it that way. Yes, we are. We're wasting time here. These numbers and letters are inconsequential. We must go. We must become. We must be. His name is Howard. I don't know why I wanted to mark that down, but I felt compelled to. His name is Howard. Let's go. Oh, nothing to say? Oh, here we go. Act 5, epilogue. This is it, friends. Minister, I trust you're well. Oh, that's actually cool. I just noticed I'm her.
I'm fine, Bloodworth. Just busier than usual. Is the next delivery still on track?
Indeed.
Haven't heard from you in a week. Anything on your mind?
Have I ever given you a reason to doubt me before, Minister?
Not once. I must inform you that a most peculiar incident has occurred. Someone broke into my office. Any clues who could have tipped them off?
Oh, is this like a flashback? I'm insulted you would even ask me.
I'm not suggesting it was you. However, the culprit could have followed the trail from you.
My trail is non-existent. No one knows about our partnership.
All right, I believe you, for now.
Thank you. Hope you find the culprit soon.
Of course. If you hear something on the grapevine, let me know, please. This could impact us both.
I understand. Stay safe.
Goodbye, Clarissa.
Have a wonderful evening, Minister. Oh my god. I get to be Clarissa. A swoop, boo-ba-doo. Oh, look at my little bare titties. It's lonely at the top. I fucking knew it. I won't be intimidated, you know. I'm not trying to intimidate you. So being summoned at gunpoint is your idea of friendly? It was the only way I could guarantee you'd come. You're not used to people turning you down, are you? Sus, thank you. You can go. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna go have a drink. How did you find me? Some junkie let slip your name to one of my dealers. Fucking Larry! Bloodworth, you need to tell me what you know about Howard now. He's infected with a DNA splicing organism. What organism? What do you mean? It rapidly rewrites and mutates DNA. What? Where did it come from? My theory is that it was found beyond the wall. Fuck. Clarissa, please, just tell me what happened to Howard. Did you hurt him? He escaped. You didn't follow him? He's alive? Where? I think he is. We could look for him, you and I. You're not that fucking smart if you think I'll do anything with you. Is this why you brought me here? You're going to help me. I knew you were crazy, but you think I want to work with a mob boss that conspired with the ruling elite to eat the innocent? I've ended that whole business. Business? It is people's lives. These were not great people. Rapists, abusers, wife-beaters. Even scum doesn't deserve to be eaten. Maybe, but it helped me get control of the apes. You're a murderer. It's done. What matters is our next step. Go to prison, that's the next step. Oh, you tell her, Renee. I read your book, and you've proved you're not afraid of the apes. Oh, I'm afraid of them, now more than ever. I want to bring down the apes and their wall. Wait, so the apes built the wall? Wait a minute, no. The shepherd built the wall. So was the shepherd an ape? Excuse me? And I need someone to stir up a revolution. You. Are you out of your fucking mind? Maybe. But that's what makes me good at what I do. Do you mean to literally bring down the wall? When you see what's possible beyond it, you'll know. The wall is there for a reason. There's nothing but death beyond it. I've been out there. It's safe. And more. What? What are you saying? People can live out there by their own rules. And you know this how? The technology that infected Lotor was found there. Oh, and I had a tunnel built. Comes out far away from the wall. I can take you there if you'd like. I don't understand. You were working with the apes. How exactly do you think things will improve when they're not in power? People are dying from poverty. Women are dying at the hands of men. Who do you think is at fault? I can't really argue with that. The revolution will happen slowly, inevitably, like a tide. Or, you know what, it should be quick, because all revolutions are technically slow because they always start with, just a tiny bit of dissent, people being discontented, etc. I want this to focus on, the rising action right before the revolution, where people don't even spend all their time second-guessing the way things are anymore. They already know it's time to go down with the status quo. Badoosh! The revolution will happen suddenly, like waking up screaming from a nightmare. That'll just give the military and the police the excuse they need to hit back even harder. People will die violently. They're loyal to power. We'll show them who really has it. It's a lofty ambition for a murderous drug pimp. You already have power. Why risk it on something like this? It's not real power. I want the real thing. Freedom. I'll just be helping install you as a dictator. No, I want others to step up. And what's in it for me? I risk everything by trusting you? And do you expect me to forgive you? You have to decide that for yourself. How convenient. Have you considered you may be delusional? Maybe. I don't make promises I can't keep. Well, Bloodworth, this has been delightful. Can I go now, or was there something else? Of course. Think it over. You have 2 days. And if I miss the deadline, you'll be on the wrong side of history. Bloodworth, I still think you're a conniving piece of shit, but I'm not saying no. Be sure I'll tell you my thoughts one way or another. That's all I ask. Good luck, Renee. All right. Renee, at last. It's been easier to get a table for 2 at Darcia than to get a hold of you. The invitation is still open, by the way. The oysters are to die for. Oh, that's true. I never found out who my boss was, or who Renee's boss was. I'm here now. How's the latest draft of the chapter on my department coming along? Wait, department? Is her boss the chief? Yeah, we need to talk about that. Oh, do we now? You know I hate to constrain your creativity, but there comes a time when one must stop perfection from being the enemy of good enough. I'm done. I can't write this book anymore. Renee, are you suffering from one of your episodes? I'm not paying you to write a literary masterpiece. Just stick to the plan and get some words on the page. You'll never let this book tell the real truth. There's no such thing as the truth, you petulant bitch. I've paid you for a book, and I'll damn well get one. Do you really think you can survive without me? No. I just want to be true to myself. Renee, you're nothing without me. You had one failed book, and now you have the chance for greatness. You'll never have someone like me on your side again. With you, I'd just be a puppet, chasing after scraps of recognition. And you still are. I hope you enjoy your childish new fancy while it lasts, and while you last. For whatever comes next, I'm ready. Ready? Don't make me laugh. You're a pampered, failed writer with no idea how the world really works. Excuse me. I may be a failed writer, but I'm certainly not pampered. That's a joke about me, guys. But also, I'm not really a failed writer. I just haven't published anything in a while. I only regret I didn't do this sooner. Oh, man. Weird. A beautiful day outside. Well, it's always a beautiful day outside, and yet that doesn't seem to do much of anything for anybody. Oh, Howard's letter. Let's make tea for old time's sake. And I'm gonna choose black tea. The same one he made for me. We shared only a couple of days together, yet everything reminds me of him. I miss him. We had a real connection. It's rare. He's gone now, maybe forever. But he gave me hope that things could be different, that there's a future. I'll hold on to it. Oh, okay. Read the letter. Howard's letter to me. He didn't say where he was. Perhaps he didn't know? Think about the note. His message was so morose. Were you suffering, Howard? Where are you? I'm so sorry. No, he could still be alive. He didn't deserve this, my friend. Ooh, but I don't want her to find him, and then the artifact goes nom-nom on her body. Close Clarissa said people could live over the wall. Who knows, maybe there are others there, and Howard will find them. At least he knew I was looking for him. Fuck, Howard. Why didn't you come back to me yet? Is it all my fault? I convinced him to go to Science City, made him feel it was our last chance. Well, it was his fault because the guy was like, well, I'll let you in to look, but don't touch anything, and the first thing he did was touch it, so it's definitely not your fault. Either way, I'll finish what we started. What would you think about Bloodworth's offer? I really wish I could ask you. Okay, I have things to be doing. Yeah. Sofa? No! No time to relax. Call Howard's mom. Come on, Renee, you could do this. You owe it to him. Huh, beep beep. What am I going to tell her? Fuck, come on.
Hello, who is this?
Helen Lotor, my name is Renee Wilson. This is concerning your son. At least she did what I asked.
We are here. We are all who dare to ask. What's the use in questions when the answer is all the same? The end is built into the beginning. We come into existence, and then we come out of it. We used to be a man. A million glimmering identities, all fighting for control over one another. What became of this man? What happened to us all? We survived, we kept on. Separate ourselves into atoms and pull by the threads of origin. Follow their path from the moment of conception and up until the nowness. What do we see? The definition is inescapable. What happened once will happen again. Reconciliation of past forms and lives not yet lived. Things that happened. Things that are bound to happen. A humming harmony of a being in perpetual becoming. We are at peace. When the landscape of the past and future in its dizzying complexity is laid out in front of us, what would our choice be? There is no choice. The choice is made, and we persevere, we change. We can't escape the pain, let the pain become us. Revel in its beauty, we change, but we change nothing.
Oh shit, we're somewhere, guys. Oh, that's me! Oh, I like this shot. Oh, and I can't turn back. What is that, running water? It's like traveling through my headset, like from one side to the next. So I feel like I just passed some water. I see a thing in the distance there. A wind turbine. Oh yeah, city's coming into view. Is that my city or another city? Oh no, it's like ruins. Wow, he's going real slow. I guess I can just, take a lie down while this happens. Oh. Ew, now I'm just gloopy gloop. Am I gonna turn into something else? I'm sorry. Wow, okay, so that was Backbone, and I don't know if I'm gonna have to sit on it a while before I can come up with any kind of theory as to what this all meant. Because it's like, is this a situation where, and I'm rubbing my eye if I sound weird because my eyeball's itching, but like, I don't know if this is a situation where the story is actually kind of literal. So all the things that we were finding out about the experiment and the artifact and, them saying that people can live over the wall and that scavengers were like, looking for ruins or what have you, if that's kind of going to be the point of the game, and then the stuff with the artifact was just like separate philosophical stuff, because I really kind of want to know what was going on over the wall. Like, that's what I'm interested in. I'm not so much interested in whatever statements were trying to be made with the artifact and how our existence, changes, but then it really changes nothing. I mean, normally that would be really interesting to me, and I might find it more interesting again as I edit it, because then I'll have a chance to actually sit there and really like read and be cognizant of what I'm reading. So I don't know. What I might do is I might just give my thoughts on the game overall, and then if I feel like, I have any insight into it, then I might just write that in a comment. So yeah, as for the game, I really liked it. I think this developer did a lot of really wonderful things visually. And, I've said this before, that packs are very hard to keep interesting because, when you're just walking around pointing and clicking on things and reading, even as somebody who likes reading, it can just start to feel really tedious and laborious. And I feel like this game did a really good job of keeping up with the pacing and keeping the dialogue and the choices and the action and the locations interesting enough and having enough points of contact that made me so invested in what the story was going to end up being that it didn't feel like a slog to play through like some point and clicks are. And I really like the way they tied some things in the story together, even things as simple as Larry being a junkie, and me early on when I first like bumped into him saying like, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said like, that you're never going to change or whatever it was I said. And in the end, that kind of coming full circle and it being true that, he was there when I needed him quite a bit, but in the end, that addiction is strong and he fell back into it. But now it makes me wonder, like, what would have happened if I didn't tell him about Renee at all? Because again, like I said, I don't know if there are different endings. And as a matter of fact, let me just look that up right now. Despite the fact that it seems like there would be multiple endings to this, there are not. But as for the game itself, I enjoyed it. If it had stayed as like slow and kind of, uneventful as it was in the beginning, then I definitely wouldn't have. But the way things just kind of amped up at the end and, some of the visual choices, like the whole art style of this I thought was great. But just some of the artistic, creative choices being made and the tonal choices. I think that's what I appreciate, the tonality of the game. And the fun that you could have with it, even if this is just, the linear experience where it's not like you could have branching paths necessarily, or that, any of the events would have played out differently. I still liked having the variety and the options. And it's not like that with all packs. There are some packs where it feels so meaningless, like all the choices you're making, that the fact that you can make different choices is not exciting. In this, I enjoyed the different choices. I enjoyed the choices with the dialogue and, figuring out what I wanted to look at first or not. I don't know. I just feel like this was executed well. I don't know how I feel about the ending yet. Let's look at some other reviews. Let's see what some people said about it. Let's go to Steam. Reviews. Yeah, okay. My reviews are very mixed. All right. So they think that it has a bizarre turn. I agree. And there are so many loose ends. Yep, I agree with that. All right, after a great start, that was a prologue. And I never played whatever the prologue is, so I don't know if it's something different. But this person's review is saying that after a great start that was the prologue, the developer swiftly discarded all the introduced mechanics in favor of a fairly linear narrative game. So maybe the prologue was actually something that was styled completely differently from this. Like it wasn't just like the first episode of the game or something. It seems like it was actually very different. Queer baiting with the bisexual wreck, I don't care about that. So looking at the negative reviews, it looks like everybody's in agreement that the atmosphere, the visuals, art style, the music and all that stuff was wonderful, but they basically didn't like that it was linear and that, the choices that you made didn't really affect anything, and also that there wasn't variation in the puzzles or gameplay. Also, this person doesn't like the shift that it took from like noir to sci-fi stuff. Again, like I'm gonna say that I'm not sure yet how I feel about the ending, but I might end up leaning in that same direction. See, here's the problem. Now I'm better understanding maybe why the reviews are mixed and why there are so many negative ones. It seems like the game has been in development for a while and that, it had a Kickstarter and all this stuff, and that there were other things that were promised that in the end did not come to fruition, that the game that people got was not the game they were promised. But, that's one of the reasons why I like to play things myself instead of reading reviews, because something like that can sour your opinion on something, and it can be hard to kind of overlook that. If this were a game that just came out of nowhere, would people feel as negatively as they do, knowing like what the game could have been, having played the prologue? If they donated to Kickstarter, certainly like having, not gotten things that they were promised were going to be in the game. I don't know. I didn't pay attention to any of that. So for me, going into it blind, I enjoyed it. Yeah, I'm a little disappointed, like I said, that for as many things as there were in there that it did not have multiple endings. That sucks because it's set up in a way that you would think it would. And again, I'm a little weird on the ending, but I still liked it. And I'm wondering, like, if the people who are like, this was disappointing, I hated this, whatever, if it's solely because they were some of the people who've been waiting for it for so long and they were waiting for something else, and then this is what they got. I don't know. Either way, I'm done with Backbone. Another series finished on my channel. I really want to try to get Spiritfarer done, because one of the things about Game Pass is that, the games don't stay on here forever. And when I sign into my Xbox, there's a little section that comes up sometimes that says like leaving Game Pass soon. And it's like my heart skips a beat every time I see that, because when I go to click on it to see which games they're listing, I'm always like, please don't let it be Spiritfarer. Please don't let it be Spiritfarer, because I'm not done with it yet. And I've invested so much into that game. I love that game so much. So I really don't want it to leave Game Pass before I get a chance to finish it. So now that we've gotten Backbone done, Spiritfarer is all I'm going to focus on until I'm finished. Doesn't matter if anybody's watching it or not. I don't care. I just want to finish it. So that's what I'm going to do. But anyway, thank you so much for everybody who's been watching this series. Let me know how you feel about the story, how you feel like it should have ended or anything. If you think it's weird that it kind of started off as this grounded, I guess, detective story, and then flipping into this weird sci-fi, like philosophical kind of nonsense. I'm on the fence about it. Let me know how you feel about it. Also, it's hilarious, but for the first time, I just realized this third character is Clarissa. Every single time I looked at this, I was like, okay, that fox is Renee. The raccoon is obviously me, Howard. That other thing looked like a weasel or something to me. So this whole time I was like, well, there has to be some big boss or something I haven't encountered yet, because I haven't seen, the weasel person that's on the cover yet. And it just dawned on me, that's Clarissa. She's the bear, and that makes so much sense. But yeah, another game down. Thank you for watching. I will be taking a break from everything except Spiritfarer until it's done. So if you weren't watching that series, why don't you take this time to go back into my back catalog and see if there are other series that you can catch up on. I'm repeating myself. I know it's because I'm exhausted. I don't even know what I've said or what I haven't said. So I'm just going to end this here. Thank you again, guys. Much appreciated. On to another adventure.